Good morning, everyone. It's 6th April 2017. Welcome to another episode of ProMT Traders Digest. Let me go through the disclaimer first. Trading in stocks derivatives involves substantial risk of loss and not suitable for all investors. Past or simulated performance is not a guarantee of future results. All indicators, strategies shown in the video are for education purpose only. All levels discussed in this video are for understanding the study and not a recommendation to trade. Please consult your personal financial advisor before making any trade decision based on this video. We will not be responsible for any resulting profits or losses. Let's have a look at what Nifty has done. So basically, it was a gap up open which started selling off. Let me split and show. So opens gap up, starts selling off, and then we get a inside bar in B period. Again, the C period comes exactly at B period low and becomes inside bar again. D period breaks the C period high, and then the one time framing starts till E period. G period breaks down but comes to the point of control, and then again slow and steady one time framing up till the end, while it makes a new ATH and then closes off the highs. So very mechanical buying throughout. If we see, we were discussing it during the day as well. If you see, this A period comes exactly here. So people are like scared to do anything, and whenever they are those who have missed the rally, they like the moment they see good price as per their perception, they just enter the buy trade, and the market keeps on going higher. The volume has decreased since yesterday, so this rise was with lower volume. So supply was clearly missing, but there is no demand at higher levels as well, and there is a chance that we might again come back into this zone. We were discussing this zone during the day, that I am interested in this. There is a minor balance, and what happens when it comes back down. Now that also coincidentally it happens to be the VWAP of this trend day, but the reason I am interested is in this balance, that what it does when it comes here, because that's the that is at the point of breakout. So after the breakout, that is the first balance, and that might provide some further clue what it wants to do. Now let's have a look at the 3-minute chart. So after this down bar, we don't have any bar that is closing below the lows of this bar. This immediately enters into this, creates a balance, breaks from that, and then a nice channel move up. So here, the reason for selling into this day mid rise was that it had made a when it went up. I thought that it might again come back down and break the low, which didn't happen. So I had to give up that trade, and then on this test go long for going towards uh, breaking the high, because there was a fair chance there that it's a very visual level. There will be stop losses above that, and they were taken out twice, and then finally a move up into the end and closing of the highs. The volume is 6.84 million, which is lower than the median, and even lower than the previous day. Now on the 15 minute, we have this nice balance here, no demand when it was trying to push higher, finally breaks that no demand, that becomes fresh demand, and see how it comes back there, and there is no supply. So that is as simple as how the volume to price relationship works, that once there is no demand, that demand is taken out. uh, the demand rises when it crosses those price, that becomes a fresh demand zone, and when it comes back down, if there is no supply, becomes a bull bear zone. Now let's have a look at the Renko and see what we can expect for today and what has happened. So impulsive move down creates this zipper. Once it goes above this zipper, it becomes a buy. And also, when the chances are lower that we'll get a nice move up, what I always prefer to do is sell into the day mid, and that is what I did. So I just followed my system. But the moment this happened and this was taken out, I thought that this is now going to go far. So same principle, that it goes up in an impulse, comes back down towards the day mid, we enter a buy. So, like we enter a sell into this, we enter a buy into this, then an impulse pull back, second impulse doesn't materialize, but a symmetric move higher. The point of control in terms of volume, so the VPOC is aligned at 9283. Uh, there's a lot of volume happened here, but we have an important HVN here, and that will be the point of interest in today's session, because there was a LVN which got support, and a new HVN was created just above that. So this entire, so HVN and this zone would become a nice area to keep a watch at. So let's see what we can expect. So we take this as a zone, this as a zone, this as a zone. So I'm expecting, if it opens somewhere between this, so opens, pulls back down, and then can move higher. But in case, so this might lend support. Let me clear and show it. So this might lend support while, so open comes down, and from here only it might go into this and reject from there, start coming back down. Other probability is push through this. If it pushes through this, then I'm expecting that once this is broken, might go and test this balance, and there it might decide whether it wants to again pull back up or not, because this entire like buying was mechanical, this buying is mechanical, and any fall would create like run for cover orders, many stop losses will get hit, new people will start entering, and that would create that firecracker effect. In case it opens and starts pushing higher above this, then we might see new ATH again. 9305 is the expected projected high of this week, for this week, and till that is not taken out, there are probabilities of the low also open. So the projected high is that, and the projected low is 9090, so that probability is also open. So till it is in this zone, I would prefer to look at the development, because there are chances that it might break down from here, there are chances that it might break out from here, and if within this it might just rotate. So once below this might push into lower zones, once into this might rotate or go higher. Let's have a look at Bank Nifty. So Bank Nifty break from this 3-day balance, extension handle above the previous day's high, and then slow and steady acceptance, short covering move, and spikes higher but fails and comes and settles at the point of control. So we have point of controls. There is a point of control here, there is a point of control here, which is prominent. Any move away from this higher or lower might attract the prices back here. But being RBI bi-monthly policy announcement at 2:30 might go volatile at that point, and throughout the day might stay muted. Also, a bank nifty weekly expiry is there, so dual reasons for volatility and weird move. So here also on 3 minute we have a channel move going on from yesterday, and finally this open within the range creates a balance, breaks out, and then after establishing the upper balance creates a channel move up, breaks the channel and fails. So when it's breaking the channel and failing, see, there was a nice, after this it was, so either we consider a channel like this or we consider a channel like this. So whichever ways we see, this has broken out higher, fails, and does not hold the channel high. When it fails, there are chances that it might visit the channel bottom, and that is done and the channel is broken. And quite a lot of volume generated from 2:30. So people building positions based on their expectations. Now on the 15 minute, we have a huge balance continuing from the previous day. So there's the balance here with edges on either side, and then a break from that balance creates another balance, again a break from that, and comes back to that balance, the upper balance mid. So closes at the fair price where the volume was generated. Let's have a look at the Renko. And also see what we can expect now. Dicey uh, decision to make, because might do a weird move. Now see how this lended support. We were talking about this composite in previous days Traders Digest, and again today that VH has lended that support, and then creates a balance, impulse up, pull back, goes into a zipper, tries to pull down, is saved into this zipper, and then again, now this is not a impulsive move, much impulsive move, but a symmetric move up, and then finally impulse down into the VPOC. So what we can expect is, let's draw the zone lines. So this becomes a price to watch. On the upside this is the thing, and on the downside this is the price. So any move below this might pull slowly and steadily, like go here, and then might come back up, and if it wants to push through this, then do and make a new ATH above this zone and keep moving higher. 22,000 is almost a few hundred points away, a psychological level. And on the downside, 21,500, a psychological level. People would be buying those puts for expiry lotteries, and this is the zone to watch. So on the downside comes here, might pull back from here or pull back from here, and if it starts pushing lower, then can expect lower levels. So during the day we will see how the volume and price is shaping up, because before the event they might want to build more positions, and that might give us some clue of what might happen. But this is the broader context which I am expecting. The tick was positive throughout the day, which is after a long time. But on the other side, the prices gave up in the end, and tick also all of a sudden started coming down, though not negative. So that's, I think, what we had for today, and not much to see apart from this mechanical buying, and we'll have to look at what happens in that zone. So thanks for watching, and have a profitable trading day ahead.